Hello. Dawn would like to introduce this vlog. Look at that beautiful kitty. Okay.
Greetings! This is the vlog for the weekend of April 7th and 8th. This weekend, the Cleveland Rock and Roll Hall of Fame is celebrating Induction Week. This is the time of year when they induct new members of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. So, it was free admission this weekend, or at least the day that we went. So my partner's mom said, hey, do you guys want to go to the Cleveland Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? And I've never been there before, so even though I have apparently started to get the sickness that my partner had, my throat is a little bit sore at times, although I've been keeping it at bay. We decided to go, and I had a great time. I'd never been there before, as I said. So we stood in a really long line outside for a while. It actually didn't take that long though. It was moving pretty fast. They had entertainment outside. There was a DJ. They had little contests for the kids to do various things and win prizes and candy. So we were probably in the doors within 45 minutes. Finally got inside, and of course it was packed in there too. As I had never been there before and I like museums of all kinds, I wanted to see everything. So we went through everything we could chronologically. I didn't record everything, but I recorded some of my favorite things. So the first thing I took a little recording of is a drum head that belonged to Pete Seeger, and I will put up on the screen what it had inscribed on it. I love Pete Seeger, and a few years ago when he passed away, the UU church that I was a part of at the time did a little tribute to Pete Seeger during our Earth Day service, which of course is coming up in April as well, Earth Day. Depending on what you're really into, different aspects of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame Museum could be the more interesting to you. For my partner, who is a musician, I'm sure all of the guitars are probably their favorite thing, and also the lyrics and set lists and things like that, album covers, posters. For me, there were a few artists that we saw in the Hall of Fame that I love, and there were a lot that I am not very familiar with, or I might know their names, but I didn't know a lot about them. But I love museums anyway, and I love learning about all of the history of music in America that I didn't know about because I wasn't really exposed to it. So my favorite things were the costumes, the things that people wore on stage and in music videos, and also the lyrics and set lists and things like that because I love looking at people's handwriting. So I saw one of Diana Ross's dresses that she wore when she was with the Supremes, one of Stevie Nicks' dresses hanging above a set list that included Witchy Woman, some of Blondie's costumes, as well as the sheet of paper with the handwritten lyrics for the song Rapture by Blondie, which is considered really important in the realm of hip-hop and rap being brought to different audiences. It was definitely weird seeing things that I actually recognized, such as the purple and pink faux fur stole that Andre 3000 wore in an Outkast music video, stuff that P. Diddy wore, and looking at it and being like, I recognize that, I've seen that in a music video. That was really cool. There's one whole area of costumes where we saw several Michael Jackson costume pieces, as well as more of the Supremes dresses. There was an awesome display of David Bowie's costumes, as well as one that I recorded for my mom.
Here you go, Mom. The Beach Boys.
There was also a section of newer artists. So there were costume pieces that belonged to Beyonce, Sia, Kesha, Taylor Swift, male artists whose names I don't remember because I pay more attention to the female artists. There was a quote up on the wall from Pharrell Williams. So there is a little section dedicated to current popular artists and some of their items. I didn't take any video in that area because that area was packed. There were also sections that I didn't take any video in that show the evolution of audio recording and playback equipment. So starting back in 1880 with the very first audio recording device used by Thomas Edison, and then moving up eventually, records, and then eventually into 8-track tapes, which I'd never seen in person. I know some of you who are older than me are like, oh, that's crazy that you've never seen those, but I had never actually seen those as a kid. And then getting into cassettes and things, which were the earliest forms of music that I remember that I actually used, and then into compact discs and when the first iPod came out. And it's just crazy to think that there are children now who were not alive when the first iPod came out, so there were like young people standing next to me like, oh, remember the original iPod? Like, that was so long ago, and feeling like that wasn't that long ago. But it was, because there were also like children running around in between us who were not alive when that happened. And then there was a section specifically dedicated to this year's inductees, which included the Cars, the Moody Blues, Dire Straits, Sister Rosetta Tharpe, Nina Simone, and Bon Jovi. I think I got all of them. Was that 6? Anyway, there was a section specifically dedicated to them. There was videos playing everywhere at all times. Every section that you go into has music, videos playing from that era. And then, of course, there is the inductee Walk of Fame area. I don't know what it's called, but it's the area where you can see all of the signatures of all the people who have been inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame and the year that they were inducted. So I recorded some of my favorites, but not all.
Oh my gosh. Let us into the corner. Okay. Trapped in the corner.
As I said, the place was absolutely packed, as it is a celebration weekend, so even when we were leaving, there was still a long line of people to get in. So I thought everything was pretty cool, and I had a really good experience my first time at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, right here in my now home city. So let me know in the comments what your favorite era of music has been. What's the earliest audio playback device that you used as a kid? And have you ever been to the Cleveland Rock and Roll Hall of Fame or something similar in another city? Let me know in the comments. I'll see you next time. Thanks very much for watching. Don't forget to be awesome, blessed be, and goodbye.